This poem is called 10 Responses to the Phrase, Man Up. One, fuck you. Two, if you want to question my masculinity like a schoolyard circle of curses, like a sword fight with lightsaber erections, save your breath. Because contrary to what you may believe, not every problem can be solved by growing a pair.
I think growing up, when you hear terms like man up or grow up, as a kid, it's like naturally as a kid you're going to cry when you hurt yourself or something sad happens, you cry. But when you're told that all the time, you're going to start holding back your feelings, and that's going to build up and will have a negative impact. And we can see in a lot of cases, so look at prisons, there's a lot of domestic abuse issues because men don't know how to control their emotions because all their lives has been hold back, don't do that. And we see where that's got us today, hasn't it?
I have a very specific few memories of my dad saying, "You're a boy, you can't do this," or "You're a boy, you shouldn't do that." And those were when I was very young, and that always stuck with me. I really think those have changed me as a person and really do inform the insecurities I have now.
Are you able to, like, what insecurities, if you're comfortable sharing?
Yeah, those insecurities kind of include, definitely, he was quite tyrannical in the way that if I didn't like what he liked, he would find an excuse for a reason. It wasn't just, oh, he doesn't like this because he's a different person. It was things like the outdoors. When I was 6 years old and I didn't want to go out, I wanted to stay in and play video games. He would always say, you know, you're a boy, you've got to be out, you've got to... And now I find myself going out a lot more than I feel comfortable with because I still feel that his voice kind of pushing me.
Three, man up. Oh, that's that new superhero, right? Like mild-mannered supplement salesman Mark Manstrong says the magic words "man up" and then transforms into the 5 o'clock shadow, the massively muscled, deep-voiced, leather duster-wearing Superman who defends the world from, I don't know, feelings. Four, of course. Why fight to remove our chains when we can simply compare their lengths? Why step outside the box when the box has these badass flame decals on it? We men are cigarettes, dangerous and poisonous and often stupid.
Stereotypes, I don't think they bother me as much as they used to. I used to get quite annoyed and fed up with them, but now I think the stereotypes, especially within the media, with doing the course that we are doing, I think it is a big thing, because without stereotypes we wouldn't be able to define people from everyone else. You know, you would see stereotypes are made for a reason.
You've noticed how nobody ever says woman up. They imply it. They imply it a lot, but they only imply it because women and the women's movement figured out a long time ago that being directly, explicitly ordered around by commercials, magazines, music, and media is dehumanizing. When will men figure that out?
The way men are represented, for me, is definitely dehumanizing. Things like, I think it's exactly paralleled with women, how we're seen and shown as this archetype of muscles, you know, in perfume adverts, in fashion, where you have to be this perfect thing, but that informs the way that archetype is portrayed of strength and resilience. That then informs the rest of culture, where then we have to put these walls up to be strong and to be resilient, because we're still expected to be that way because of these representations.
6. The phrase "man up" suggests that competence and perseverance, both good things, are also uniquely masculine. That women, not to mention any man who doesn't eat steak and drive a big truck and have lots of sex with women, are nothing. More than anything, though, it suggests that to be yourself, whether you wear skinny jeans or rock a little eyeliner or drink some other brand of light beer or write poetry, will cost you. 7. So, how many boys have to kill themselves before this country acknowledges the problem?
Suicide is the second leading cause of death among teenagers in this country.
The latest national statistics show the shockingly high incidence of male suicide.
But the number of suicides reported to have occurred is alarming.
1,700 calls every day from veterans on the brink.
The 6th grader committed suicide last week.
Suicide.
How many women have to be assaulted? How many trans people have to be murdered? We teach boys how to wear the skin of a man, but we also teach them how to raise that skin like a flag and draw blood for it.
I've personally dealt with suicidal thoughts, and I felt as if the support that was offered and given to me as a man wasn't very good. I found that people would use terms man up or grow up as things that would just suddenly help and fix me, but that's not quite how it works. I didn't feel there was enough support for me outside of close family and friends. And I've had people around me who have also dealt with things like this, and it's awful to see.
I've been on suicide watch for the past 4 years, and I've tried it 3-4 times. A lot of that was to do with perception. I think the stereotypes that were informed, that I informed myself with, that I kind of felt forced to associate myself with because of my sexuality and because of the way I saw myself, that really made me very lost and really hindered how I found myself.
8. Boy babies get blue socks. Girl babies get pink socks. Right? What about green? What about yellow? What about cerulean, black, tie-dyed, buffalo plaid, rainbow? 9. I want to be free to express myself. Man up. I want to have meaningful emotional relationships with my brothers. Man up. I want to be weak sometimes. Man up. I want to be strong in a way that isn't about physical power or dominance. Man up. I want to talk to my father about something other than sports. Man up. I want to be who I am. Man up. 10. No.
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 No.